Good morning. My name is Reverend Annie Batchelder, and it may not be morning where you are or when you watch this, and I'm so delighted to be here. I'm a channel. I call myself an Akashic channel. I've been channeling my guide Anubis for 35 years and 37 years, something like that, since 1988. And I began working in the Akashic Records in 2014, and I've done thousands of Akashic Records readings, and I would love to do one for you. If it's something that works for you, I'm so happy to be doing this live on Facebook, in the Facebook group page Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness, because that's what I'm all about. This is my purpose in life, is to help you bring forth soul consciousness. And okay, good morning. It's a wonderful day here. And who is gonna ask a question? I'm ready to be a source of inspiration and an answer for you. Best thing to do to get your question across, if it's not working to do it telepathically, is to write it into the comments live here on Facebook, and we will get to you. Good morning, so many lovely people here. I'm so happy to see all of you. My heart just overflows. I'm so happy that I get to be useful to you. All right. This morning I was reading chapter 38 from Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness. It's the book that my guides channeled through me unexpectedly, and I was not expecting to write a book. It just really wasn't anywhere in my idea, plan, or anything. But I ended up channeling a book, and this is 40 chapters of useful and practical information, because we are energy beings, and we have to remind ourselves that we know how to work in the world of energy, and to hear the energetic messages of our soul and the divine, and to be in that link with our divine. And yes, we can bring through people who have passed and see if there are messages for you. So chapter 38 is called, let me get the name right, Soul Inspired Action, Creation, and Healing. There's a lot of good information in there, because it talks about how to manifest as your soul and what's going on there. Okay, Pat Hansen says, when a disaster happens, is there a contract between those effects? Example, 40,000 people displaced by the Eaton dies in LA region. Oh, in the fires in the LA region. Okay, let me just look at that. Greetings and welcome from Anubis. We are also assisted in addressing this question by the Akashic beings of light, because the soul contracts are stored in the Akashic records of those souls. So these 40,000 people displaced in the region, the LA region, from the fires. They're each individually of those displaced people are being reoriented to a higher relationship and a closer, more respectful relationship with Mother Earth. Yes, there you go. Good. Does that land? Doesn't that? This lands. The shoulders drop. It makes sense. And the thing is, first off, all of you listening, let go of your guilt. about donating, not donating, helping, being useful during these fires, relax the feeling of guilty powerlessness. That is not helpful for you or anyone else. If it had been your lesson to learn, then you would be taught that lesson. Of course, if it is not your lesson to learn, then it is not your lesson to learn. In some ways, this is so that people will also move into areas of this country or other countries that are more suitable for them, to move them further along in their soul's plan and purpose in life, and to bring the exposure and the connections between other souls in other places as closer and more pronounced, and to fulfill that soul's purpose in life, and to fulfill that soul's agenda in life. So yes, there is a purpose to the divine plan. Some of it feels enormously random, and especially if you are the affected, or some of you are more sensitive who observe and feel the pain of others, not only the humans, but the insects and the animals and the trees and the bushes and all the life forms who are affected by the fires. It's a fabulous cleansing that is going on there, and relocation. There's also, in order to create a more sustainable environment down in the Los Angeles region, because the water supplies just are not sustainable for all that many humans. Now, what you can do is open your spiritual hearts and feel your connection. You are one with all of these people, all of these insects and animals and microorganisms and trees and bushes and flowers and the structures that were once housing those humans and the animals. These are all receptive to the energetic love that you send through your spiritual heart. This day is a lot about connecting to the spiritual hearts of others, and you can connect to the spiritual hearts of animals as well. It's easiest for humans to connect with other mammals. Because of the familiarity and consciousness and warm-bloodedness. Doesn't seem quite such a leap. There you go. Good. And feel the feelings of loss, of confusion, of disorientation, but also know that the divine is overseeing this and presenting her organization and reorientation to a greater and higher order. And while death is a situation to be mourned in some ways, it is also an opportunity to reacquire the understanding that all things are made of energy, and energy is immortal. It cannot die. The energy of the animals and plants, microorganisms, is returned to, first, to Mother Earth to recreate with, and to the divine, to be reestablished as she sees fit in her grand plan. And we offer love and condolences and encouragement to embrace the new. The new is coming fast, very, very fast, and it will be coming fast for the next 2 weeks, if not 2 centuries. Because time is, a time of change is upon us. And we must welcome that and be our flexible selves. Be that which we know ourselves to be. Effervescent energy, brimming over with confidence, love, soul-inspired direction and action, and so influenced by the divine and Mother Earth today, very much Mother Earth today, participating in all of this. How do I encourage my mom to communicate with me? That's all right, Darla. Your mother is, in a sense, walling herself off so that she can be more in alignment with the divine, but also in an attempt to dominate some of the errant thoughts and feelings that she's having. My sense is that your mother has passed and that you would wish to generate a message. So we will become a messenger for you as we bring in your mother's energy. Your mother has chosen to regress into a childlike state, for she has gone back in time to reformat her decision-making skills and have those be more relevant to her spiritual growth and her ability to be a kinder, more loving leader. In the future, when she reincarnates again, which she is doing actually at the same time as this particular Earth time, and she is incorporating far more balance between that, what you would consider a masculine side and a feminine side, and having them work together and creating that third form that is a balanced human that is neither male nor female, but is essence in physical form, that is not restricted to a dualistic understanding of male or female, and that incorporates the skills and parameters of both the masculine way of looking at things and the feminine way of looking at things, and coming up with an entirely different format. Your mother is quite intelligent to be doing all of this and at this time, and it's much needed. And so we are assuming that your message to your mother really is that you love her and you wish you had done more for her. But that isn't simply you feeling that you are not enough. And let go of that, Ms. Darla. You do not need to hold that thought anymore. You gave what you gave at the moment, and it seemed to be the right or the amount, and you have allowed many, many to participate with your heart and your beingness and your elasticity and your generosity. And the question of did I do enough is really non sequitur. It is not relevant. Is that what was done and was done in the best judgment that you had at the time, the best perspective that you had at the time. And love yourself instead. Let go of any regrets. For everything that has happened to you in the past has created the you who you are now. And that is valuable. That is essential. That is in alignment with your soul's purposes for you in this lifetime. Now, these soul's purposes, there is one more thing that you need to do. And it is to write 3 prayers that fit who you are now, your relationship with the divine, and your relationship with your soul. And that express, affirm your relationship as you are as a human, and as you relate to your soul, and as you relate to the divine, because these are the important elements from here on out. And the communication channels are ripe for opening for you, darling. Yes, excellent. Excellent. It's very heartwarming to see you all this morning. Thank you for releasing guilty powerlessness. Thank you for, yes, the encouragement. Yes, I understand, Pat. Here we go. Now, all of you are here to communicate with your soul and with that connection that is unique to you as individuals with the divine. For the divine created you to be as you are, to fulfill roles in your personal lives, with yourself, with your spouses, with your loved ones, with your children, with your neighbors, with your grocery store clerks, all of that. The divine created you to be as you are. And there have been many polishing factors that have formed the diamond that you are, the brilliant light that you are, that permanent atom of light that you are within, that is so easily expressed when you put your attention on the permanent atom of light. It lets you be absolutely as brilliant and vital as you are. And your power is in your creation and manifestation at the energy level, and then at the physical level. Everything is energy, so we start at the energetic level in creation, manifestation, experiencing new things and new people. And as you embody your soul's light, become one with your soul, you strengthen yourself. You open even more to divine beneficial influences in your life. It's as if you open more to the blessings that are yours to have, that have been yours to have all along. There is an important component of receiving so much love, so much honoring, so much respect, so much divine connection, being whole, being at one with yourselves. Not struggling so much, not thinking everything is going to be created by the sweat of your brow. Lots is created by divine intervention and by work on the energy planes. Let's see. Will there be a new home by my birthday in October this year? Well, we see it happening easily in September, and if you would like, a little bit earlier. There you go. August, there. Settle in August. And it's as if you open your spiritual heart, Pat, and you allow yourself to receive the new home. You are calling to you the energy of being settled in a new place that feeds you from the ground up and that allows you to be that spiritual essence, refined and more powerful than ever from the top down. Beautiful. And so you see that Mother Earth and the top down meet in the middle, and that is you. So that you are empowered by Mother Earth and by the divine. There you go. Good. Good, good, good. And we see you curling up as comfortable in this new home as a cat, having a nap in a very comfortable place, warmed some by the sun streaming in through a window. And this is one way of saying, I relax into the ownership of this new home. I'm so relaxed, I am going to have a nap. There you go. And also, let your mind be quiet while you receive the gift of this new home. Receive, receive, receive. Very nice, very nice. So many of you think that creating is sending out energy, sending it out, and oftentimes it is relaxing and sitting back and receiving. Receive. Receive. These are the gifts that the divine has for you and is ready to send your way. There you go. Good. You have confidence in the divine. Of course you have confidence in the divine. Oh, you're welcome, Darla. Thank you, Pat. Let's see. I'm seeing so many wonderful people here. You must have questions that you would like to have answered, but I see that some of this is multi-useful. In my book, Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness, I've been reading chapter 38 this morning, and I try to read often, and especially on the days when I have these lives on Facebook, to prepare myself and to be more in connection with my guides. But I was reading chapter 38, which is soul-inspired action, creation, and healing. Soul-inspired action, creation, and healing. The fundamentals of soul-inspired action, creation, and healing are faith, allowing, trust, listening, and acting on guidance received. Many of you receive guidance and then you second question. That is your personality saying, well, I'm not trained in this, or I can't know this, or how do I know this is real? You know, there is a matter of trust. You have to trust. You have to trust. You have to practice. And practice with small things. Practice with manifesting parking places, or a meal out that doesn't compromise your food, the way you're wanting to eat for your health. You know, practice on things that are very, very doable. Practice that you have a short line while you're standing up in line at the grocery store because your knees hurt. Practice on creating that, because the divine wants you to have everything that you need and knows that you are working in this land of material reality and duality. And so she will send you messages, and they will always be encoded around the frequency of divine love, pure divine love. The soul level information you receive from your Akashic Records is always heart-centered. You and your soul are joined in the heart, your spiritual heart. That's the heart of your soul. Grounding your soul's light into Mother Earth is a stable and reliable stance. Many times we have done the embodying your soul's light exercise in order to prepare you, or to create an energy environment that is suitable. And so continue to do that. And I will put up the YouTube guided meditation called Strongest Embodiment of the Soul's Light, something like that. It's a very, very good one. Here's another quote from chapter 38. The truth of your matter is that you are infinite energy, expanding and contracting like breath, formulating and reformulating yourself and the stuff of your creations. The fundamentals of soul-inspired action, creation, and healing are faith, allowing, trust, listening, and acting on messages. To turn back now would be a disgrace, for truly it would be turning your back on the grace with which you have been showered. All of you are quite familiar with the energy of grace, and we'll stop and enjoy that for a moment. Let yourself expand into the awareness of the grace that has surrounded you for your whole life. You may feel this as a layer of light around you. A layer specific to grace, moving energy, particles of light, photons of light that are the consistency of grace, that vibrate at the frequency of grace. Perhaps you were provided safety in a dangerous situation. Perhaps you were provided healing in a difficult body experience. Perhaps you were provided with relief from grief or the struggle of making a living. Perhaps you were given something you always wanted. A piano, a pet, clothing, flowers. Friends that really see, know, and love you. This is grace. Perhaps you are graced with a home that is perfectly suited to your particular needs. Perhaps you are graced with an apartment. Some kind of safety. Some kind of refuge where you can restore your inner calm and strengthen yourself for the next adventure that challenged your courage, challenged you to be more yourself. You're living in an environment that is challenging you to be more yourself and to live by your fundamental principles. Do you believe the lies that you are being told? Or do you believe in your autonomy, in your ability to create a world that makes sense for you? To live amongst like-minded people. Allow grace to operate in your life. Allow it to work in you. It is the divine messenger. Grace is the divine messenger. That's worthy of writing down. To refresh my Facebook group page, see if we're missing any messages, anybody's urgent questions. Sometimes this is a slow process. Really wonderful to see all the people who are here today. But I'm certain that the guides have provided messages that meet all of the needs for all of you. And if you need further detail, have a reading. Please have a reading. Give yourself the uplift and the information and the energetic shift that readings give you. They've been very, very profound and so sharp and to the point. All you have to do is go to my website, anniechannels.com, and you will be able to find the service that most matches what you want, whether it's an Akashic Records reading, or if you want a house clearing or land clearing, or you want to do a real estate reading about where you're going to move. If you want to have a divine energy healing, or maybe you're facing surgery and you want to prepare your body and your psyche for what is going to happen and to produce the highest outcome. These are just a few of the services I provide, so I would love to help you, whether you choose a one question for only $28, or you have a full-on Akashic Records reading for $204. And believe me, do this now, because when I publish my new website, my rates are going to be going up. So that is headed your way. And if you had a reading with me before, there will be some special offerings for you as well to ameliorate the price increase. All right. And as we bring through the great creatress, the divine, the mother of all, the great birther, she sweeps you up into her heart, knowing that you come from the deepest, most beautiful, creative part of her. And you are all her beloved and most cherished children and creations, powerful beyond your knowledge. And play, she says, play, play, make it fun. There is so much love always for you. And remember the grace. Grace is the messenger. All right, I think that's it for today. I thank you very, very, very much for being here. It is my pleasure to serve you. You know where to find me, anniechannels.com or anniechannels@gmail.com. I can be had. Thank you. Bye. Thank you for joining me today. It's been my pleasure.